Go.
What up, though, everybody? This is Pop Culture 233 podcast. This is episode 3. It's called Go Be Greater. There you go.
Yes, sir.
Look, I got my boy the Dub on the ones and twos. I ain't gonna talk about the bear, but them claps have been real professional today.
Let's hope we keep it up though.
We're gonna keep it up. So
Yeah.
this is episode 3, man. This is Go Be Great on Purpose episode. So I got my homie here. I'm gonna let him introduce himself. But before that, I'm gonna mention one thing. This episode is brought to us today by Constructor Services. Constructor Services, it's a remodeling company. They offer finances for 24 months. So it's the same as cash. So if you need to get your kitchen redone, call Constructor Services. If you need to get your bathroom redone, call Constructor Services. They got 24 months finances, same as cash. So look, if you need to get something done, you might not have to pay no money until 2025. So like this episode is brought to you by Constructor Services. So go check them out. I'm gonna have some of the information down in the prescription area on the page. So go follow us at Pop Culture 223 Podcast on all platforms.
All right. See, as soon as we said something about the collapse, there they went.
There they go. So look, I'm gonna introduce my homeboy, and I met him through a mutual friend. You know how the homies be like, "Hey, you remember Two Man? You remember this? You remember that?" Like, bro, just because you know somebody from the hood and he got a nickname, don't mean it automatically uploads to my matrix. Just because you know him about Two Man, don't mean I need to know him. You know, all the homies in the hood got nicknames and all this, that, and the third. Hey, you know Two Man? Yeah, he got these shirts. Woo, woo, woo. So I'm gonna tell you a little jealous story after you introduce yourself about what you do. But I want him to introduce himself, man. He got some great things going. So go ahead, bro.
Ronnie, Austion, man. Glad to be here. Like you said, we met through a mutual friend, our boy Phil, and some of the things, just Go Be Great on Purpose is a company that I started through for us. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like I always tell people, I'm just a vessel God used because He gave it to me. I asked for it. Give me something, and this is what He gave me, and I'm just a vessel that He uses to promote it, and just taking it to as far as it can go, taking it to the max.
Hey, man. So look, I was a little jealous, right? So I'm on Facebook. I'm watching all the homies got this Go Be Great on Purpose t-shirt. So I'm just like, these jokers don't wear a heavy metal lifestyle t-shirt. What is going on? So I called Phil like, man, bro, what's up? Especially the nephews. I'm like, bro, what's up? He's like, man, these Two Man shirts, go get you one. I'm like, who Two Man? I don't know Two. Bro, you know Two Man. I'm like, man, I don't know Two Man. And then what's bad about it, my wife is like, hey, boo, you seen that Go Be Great on Purpose? We need to get something for my son. I was like, you ain't never said that about heavy metal lifestyle.
That's funny.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, listen, just because you know him in the hood, don't mean it automatically uploads to my matrix that I'm supposed to know him. Right. So I seen the shirts, everybody had it. I reached out like, man, look, I love what you're doing. I love the shirt. Can I get a couple? We instantly linked up at Phil House, and he gave me some game about the brand, how he got his stuff, how he touched his stuff. And we just started being, connected from there. And I just told him what I was doing, like, look, my brand is the same thing. I was trying to build it for us, by us, because in my community, which would be the Second Amendment firearms community, black folks weren't really, a big part of it, right? The clothing brand companies, the firearm, we don't really own anything in that space, right? Mm-hmm. So look, I'm gonna start a company in that space that represents us, right? That represents what I like, because you go to the stores and you want to wear a gun shirt, but it's maybe a 511. I don't know if y'all know, a 511 brand is more military background. It wasn't really nothing street popping that was like positive. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to be like, have a brand that's, blowing people's heads off, whatever, like that. So I like, look, I'm going to create something that's for us, by us, some
cultural and positive.
Cultural and positive, streetwear. So I came up with heavy metal lifestyle, right? So my motto was, it's not what you wear, it's how you live. Because when I go out and train or shoot, there's a lot of guys out there in full kit, the soccer moms, whatever, in full kit, tactical pants and boots. And I'm just like, that ain't where I come from. I need to be, you know what I'm saying? That ain't me. That's not what I'm representing. And a lot of the clothing brands were representing just more military based stuff.
Right.
But my brand, I was like, look, I'm gonna create it. I'm gonna make it for us by us. I'm about to be a millionaire. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The moment I did that, I was like, man, I ain't a millionaire yet. I thought everybody's gonna get behind the brand and push my brand, Heavy Metal Lifestyle, because it was for, the moment you put hashtag Black on, you think your sales gonna go through the roof.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, that don't work, man. You gotta apply that pressure. You know what I'm saying? You gotta apply that pressure to the brand, man. And I immediately seen Two Man hustle, right? I was like, man, he everywhere. He doing. Listen. This dude had a heat press in the back of his trunk, pressing our shirts. Any color, any shirt you wanted, he had it on deck ready. I'm just like, man, I need to get some of that game.
That's that hustle for sure, right?
That's that hustle for sure.
Right.
But that hustle come from another place. You know what I'm saying? Especially how, we come up. And that was my, like, I was like, look, I'm gonna put Black on it. It's in the community, it's a positive. I'm about to blow up. This is about to be what it was. But man, nope. We gotta apply some pressure to it. So
some work behind it.
You gotta put some work behind it. And I really admired your hustle, your grind. And we we talked about some things. You put me on some stuff, the clothing brand stuff where you were getting your stuff from, or how you was doing it. Like I said, he had stuff on deck. People buy clothes, they finicky, man.
Right.
They want a certain color, they want it now. So if you missed that sale and you ain't got it, you tell them, well, go to the website. Well, you ain't got nothing in your trunk? No, I ain't Two Man. I ain't got nothing in the trunk. You know what I'm saying? Please go to my website. Please go to subscribe. Right. Everybody ain't trying to go to the website, order something online because that money gone right now, right? It's in their pocket. So that's another hustler mentality. Like, look, I got to have it on deck. I got to get it sold. I got to get it now. You know what I'm saying? Get it going. So, where did that come from? Like that hustle and grind, man?
It's I was a paper boy, man, and I wanted like where you come from. You look up to the guys who got it, right? You always looked up to the guys who got it, and the guys who got it where I come from in the era I came from in the 80s and 90s was the drug dealers. So you saw them. They had the cars, they had the girl, they had all the things that you wanted, and I was too young to kind of dive into that. So I had a paper route. So that's why I applied that paper route mentality to it, where I was getting everybody on the block to get a paper. But then once you get of age, you start seeing that how they getting it, and you have this people see you in a certain light. It's just I guess it's marketing. You learn how to market. Like with our culture, like the drug dealer is actually marketing. Like right. You know what I'm saying? Like he's actually marketing himself, you know what I'm saying, when he coming through with the car. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, exactly. He ain't working at no job. You know what I'm saying? This person is actually
living, breathing brand. We a living, breathing brand, bro. The culture is real.
Yeah. Yep.
With me, man, like even with you, I strive to be different, right? Like my brand was, everything had to be different, had to be about what I was about, right. What I was on. And go be great. And mine was, and I kind of maybe pigeonholed myself, but I wasn't trying to. Because I wasn't just trying to, I want to get everybody right. I heard Steven Jackson say this on I Am Athlete podcast, and he said something about he love whoever loves, right? So I'm not trying to like diss nobody outside of the culture, whatever. Like right. If you for love or whatever I'm about, then let's get it. So it wasn't strictly for us. But I want everybody to wear it because I'm from where everybody from. You know what I'm saying? 8 Mile. You know what I'm saying? Eminem. Like I want to have Eminem with a Heavy Metal Lifestyle shirt on. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm for love. So I want everybody to wear my shirt. But it just my style and culture kind of like, hey man, you pigeon. My homie said you may be pigeonholing yourself into a demographic opposed to being open. I'm saying I'm not doing it on purpose. Right. It's just the nature of the game. It's just how my mind. How
and
that's
thinking. One of the things that I never wanted to do. Like I didn't want to pigeonhole. Like you know what I'm saying. And then hustling. Like me, I'm pigeon. Like so. Like you talk about the hustle mentality. I'm from Puritan, but I'm going everywhere. I'm on 7 Mile. I'm on 8. I'm everywhere because money is money. Like you know why. So like you want to think about Detroit. If you watching I guess that's the dynamic of Meech that that's captivating is like he didn't care about, you know what I'm saying, about going wherever. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was like the mentality from Detroit where you go wherever because it's about money. ain't no like colors and gangs and all that's gonna stop me from getting some bread. So with that, it's just like go be great on purpose. Go be great on purpose is everywhere. It's there's no box you can put me in. There's nowhere I can't go. So like my mama pastor had the shirt on and he was doing Bible study. My man Peach, he is he a pastor. You know what I'm saying? He got the coat. Like he got a Letterman coat. You can see somebody in the club with it on. You can see somebody working out with it on. You can see a team with it on. You can see this at some. There's nowhere I can't go with Go Be Great on Purpose. Whether it's white, black, Asian, there's no nationality that when I'm out and about and people say, "Hey, I like that," because there's nobody that doesn't that can't relate. Who doesn't want to be great? And Miles Monroe said, "Everybody wants to be great. Everybody want to be great." So when you see that, you automatically. This morning, I'm coming out of the Kroger. A white lady says, "Excuse me, sir." I had the coat on. She behind me. She said, "I love your jacket." I said, "Thank you." You know what I'm saying? Like, she just saw the back. I ain't never seen this lady a day in my life, but she saw that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And everybody wants, and you can't see it without saying it. My man said that to me too. That was powerful to me. I ain't really realized that. He said, "Man, you can't see it without saying it." And sometimes I'll catch people staring at me, like, what? Because I always got it on. So I'm like, "Man, what they looking at?" I had to get out of that Detroit mentality. Like, "Damn, what is they looking at?" But I'm looking at what they looking at, which is the shirt.
Right.
And what I'm looking at is they reading it. So if they reading it, that means you said it.
You know, it's funny that you say that because I started creating shirts and I had guns and stuff in them, and it's kind of like you would wear my shirt, but you would have something over it. You go to the crib, you take it off, you'll rock it. You know what I'm saying? Because it said whatever. But then I got into the slogan tees, and it just said, "Look, it's not what you wear, but it's how you live." And my homie's like, "Look, I wear that all the time. I can wear that anywhere.
I can go anywhere.
Right,
I can go anywhere with it."
But
and
if you put a gun on it,
yeah, it's like, okay.
changes the
Now I
narrative
get.
of
Now
it.
as soon as you see him, like, oh, he that way. He don't,
or
he don't.
he carrying or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he said he wear it to school to get his daughter. And he's like, man, people will come up to him and say, "I like that slogan. I like that what it is because what it represents."
Yeah.
Now, opposed to what it really represents, but they can just, oh, it's not what you wear, it's how you live. Okay. So he must be living a father. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He there pick up his daughter. He in the school. He's being, a good dad. So they like, okay, that might be what he on. So yeah, man, I get that totally. And that's what one thing I was like, man, he got everybody wearing. Got the hood. Got my wife want me to buy a shirt for the kid.
Yeah. And
all that stuff, man.
Some people buy them for like graduation presents. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we going on a cruise. Our family like, okay, we're going to get a bunch of everybody going to wear the shirts for the cruise. You know what I'm saying? It's really, I'm not.
Right, they ain't not wearing a, we shoot back, having a lifestyle shirt on the cruise.
But I'm saying, like, like Phil and them, they bought the shirts for when Shiny was graduating.
Right.
Everybody had the shirts on going to the graduation.
Right.
But that's the message that I want to send to somebody graduating from high school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody graduating from college, that's the message that I want to send to them. Right. Like, man, go be great on purpose. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, again, it's not me. I'm just the vessel that God used to send a message.
That boy is good.
That boy good.
That boy is good.
And like growing up, how we grew up, man, and having it's cool because I want you to tell you a little bit about your background because you're a dean now. You was a substitute teacher, so you do everything in the school, right?
Everything in the school.
So it's cool to see them, like, when you wear they be like, well, what they call you in school?
Mr. Austion.
Mr. Austion. Hey, man, can I get a shirt? Because I want to go be great on
they
purpose.
They want wristbands.
They want
this
wristbands.
It's like gold.
It's $1 million right there.
$1 million right here.
Right.
If I get them,
my son got like 15 on his hand. I'm like, bro,
exactly.
do you take them on when you take a shower?
Right.
So look, I'm just like, how we came up, and it's good to see that you doing that at the school because, when we came up, it wasn't nobody out there pushing that positive black man reinforcement because you're a dad, right?
Right.
You're a dad. You're a dean. You a brand. You're a coach. Your son, his son box.
Okay.
His son box too. He got that work. His son box. So he as a father, we are multifaceted and stuff.
That's a great
what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? Even the bear ain't here today, right? Because he got to take care of some stuff. He got to take care of at home.
Right.
He a dad. So I just, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I just want to give a big ups and give you some flowers for that, man. To be,
I appreciate that.
Just how do the kids respond to that in the school? Like the vibe.
I'm gonna send y'all a video to this, but they are like the most turned up people in the world. Like, so I actually wrote a song for them for the school. Like, me and my man D, and I got a puppet. His name is Sonny.
Oh, you gotta get Sonny. Listen, we gotta get Sonny on the show. Look, next month, bro. Sonny be turned up.
I wrote a song I wrote a rap for Sonny, and one of the parts he says, "Coming to the school, you know it was worth it. Now go be great on purpose. Arms folded, shirts tucked, looking like $1 million. When I say they be screaming that, like from the bottom of they, like you know what I'm saying, like. I go to class. I check in at class every morning, right? If a camera followed me, they'd be like, this can't be Buddy Life. I go in the classroom. I say, great morning. Have a great day. Blah, blah, blah. The kids be like, go be great on purpose. I didn't tell them to say that.
Yeah.
It's not like something I just manufacture. Like, well, say this when I leave. Like the first time I heard that, I'm not even trying to be funny. Like I got teary-eyed. Like I walked in the hallway. I was like, yo. That's crazy. Like tears in my eyes. Like I couldn't go in the next classroom because I'm standing there like, damn, I don't want to go in here with tears in my eyes. On the way home, like on the Fridays, I get on the bus. I'll be like, all right, so y'all because they leaving. I get on the bus. I'll be like, y'all say, "Well, we great on purpose." Like it ain't me, dog. Like it's not me. It's I'm just the vessel again. Like you know what I'm saying that God used to put this through. Like you know what I'm saying. Like we think that I'm doing it, but really it's not. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you talk about kids, you talk about children.
Hey man, listen,
because they so genuine, dog.
Right. My most passionate thing that I'm doing in this walk in life, man, is like the Erica's Big Day, the gun safety for kids. And that was the thing, like, don't touch, run, telling the dog. Like, even if you don't read the book or read whatever, you get that through. Like, don't touch, run, go telling the dog, right? You get it. You pick it up. Right. It's quick. And you be and also don't underplay it. You be up on that motivational speaker stuff, the motivational speaking stuff. Cause I be watching the videos. Like, I'm gonna watch this twice. Cause sometimes I be tired. I don't want to get at it, especially doing this and this stuff going on in life. I'm about to go watch 2 Men. Hit me with that. Go be great on purpose, man.
Right.
Go do what you do. And one thing too, I seen like with the culture, man. Like Detroit versus everybody, right? They did a little collabo with Gucci.
No, I love it.
That boy was fly. You know what I'm saying? So you can see the brands trying to come into the culture to soak up that game, right? Can you see yourself, like, what's
no question about it.
Like, what do you see to go be great on purchase?
There's no limit. Like, so I'm going to tell you this. I remember I did sports management, right? I had a few NFL players, right? So in 2006, we went to the ESPY Awards, right? We go to ESPY Awards. Like, that's like the biggest sports award show, right? We go to ESPY Awards, and when you go to this place, they send you to these rooms, and they have these rooms with all these clothes that they give you. Like at that point in time, Ed Hardy was on fire, so it's like you getting all these, but they ship this stuff back to your house. Like you say, yeah, I want that, I want that. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that they won't give to you. So I remember, and I got this one brand. I'm like, what is this? I don't even know what this is, but it's like this X, right? So I'm like, oh, these, we gotta get in. Yeah, let me get that too. It was Under Armour. I never heard of it. I'd never seen it. I'm like, man, this kind of fly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they'll send you a bunch of this. Jogging suit, everything, right? So then when I get home, you know what I'm saying? You see the commercial on TV. We must protect this house. I don't know if you ever seen that. Under Armour.
Yeah, when they first jumped off, my man was knocking people out.
It's 23 though, right now, right? I could put Under Armour right next to and a lot of kids. If you go out like I'm in the streets, but I'm at the fields with the kids, with the athletes. I'm like, yeah, you got these Nikes. Yeah, no, let me get them Under Armours. You'd rather have Under Armour over.
Yeah,
they right there with. There's no like but in 2000, this is 2006. They've been here for a minute.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So when I see that. For me, it's like I can do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It gives me the like, yeah, I'm not even worried about it. Like, I'm a millionaire. I'm a $1 billion brand. Like, I'm a walk, but that's just me. Like, my vision is different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because everything that started from something, somebody thought of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So again, like I asked God for this, and this is what He gave me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I asked for it. I was like, I'm sitting around with my pencil waiting to write it. Like, and it never came. But I was doing these videos for teachers.
Right.
Where I was teaching teachers how to teach our kids. I had a program called 10 Class Commandments where I taught teachers how to teach inner city at-risk kids. Because I would see in the school that these people don't know how to teach our children. They talk to them crazy. They do this. They do that. So I'm like, I'm gonna teach them how to teach our kids.
And you know, we're gonna segue into this too, because I seen the other day, you know, stuff going on in the culture. Joe Biden, he had, I think it was $233 million he put into gun prevention, right? It's like to stop the violence, whatever. But how much of that money is gonna get to the hood, to get to these grassroots organizations like New Era, Detroit, to bring in some good quality teaching and education to the kids? 'Cause we got some real people that's hitting the streets. And, some of the guys you may not know. My man KD, he a grassroots. He be eating everywhere, putting in game. Maj Toure, he from Philly. He be talking the you know, empowerment, the neighborhoods, bringing gun education, stop the violence, de-escalation. We got some real good people out here that's doing it. So what do you see, like what's some, like, since you're a dean, since you're in the school, because look, everybody think it's the firearm that's the main issue, the gun violence, right? But it's really the people. It's really the people. It's the person behind the firearm that's making it a negative thing.
No question.
So how do we, like, what would be some good elements for a good, like, program to stop the violence in from your perspective? Because I come from where you come from. We all come from that place, but you in the schools with the kids.
But the thing about it is, you got to realize, and the root of it is, they brought the guns. We didn't make no guns. They brought them to us,
right?
Like the Reagan and the drugs and all that stuff. It was brought to it so we can do this to each other. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's, you talking about the root. Like, if we want to get to it, but anyway, the money would go to it. Probably, I feel like it should go to programs for de-escalation. Like, I saw something on the news not too long ago where they're talking about putting social workers in the cars with police officers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and we have social workers at our school. So a lot of times they're able to get to the students. Like, if I go get to them, like, our social workers at our school are really good at getting to what the root of the problem is. You know what I'm saying? So me coming as the dean, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I want to kind of like persona, but at the same time, I do want to know where it's coming from. Or they homeless, or this, or that, whatever the case may be. But the social worker is able to tap all the way into that. And if you have those people who can de-escalate, where they teach them these techniques, where I go in the social worker office and she's teaching children how to de-escalate every day. Like, this is what she go get them, and you're like, damn, what are they doing? Like, if you don't know, if I don't know, I don't know. But then you go in there and you see, like, oh, wow, this is what they doing. They teaching them to count to 10. Like, something that I learned from a social worker.
Right.
Like, count to 10. Like, if I count to 10, dog, if you think about this, it's probably a lot of people in the penitentiary right now. If they counted to 10, they wouldn't be in the penitentiary.
Right.
Like, this, I'm talking, just be like, I'm gonna give you an example, because people are like, well, just count that 10. Like, we from Detroit, and we ride down the street, and it's a car blocking the street. The dude talking to his man, he look at you, and he keep talking to his man, and you sitting at the car. We all done been through that. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you
take that deep breath, like, all right, this what you about to do?
All
right, this what it is? All right,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
bet it up.
That can be something. You know what I'm saying? But if I just count to 10, he probably gonna be finished in a minute. You know what I'm saying? And if not, what about 20? Like, you know what I'm saying? 30, I'm not, like, whatever the rush is for me, I'm talking about me. Whatever the rush is, because they look and see you. They look and be like, and keep talking. You like, yo, dog, I see you. Just look at me. You know what I'm saying? So you want to be tied to this person for the rest of your life?
Right.
Because if I blow the horn, it's going to be something.
Now it's about to pop.
Now it's about to be something.
Because he can't be no punk, and he with his man, so it's about to be something.
It's going to be something.
Exactly.
So either I'm tied to you for the rest of my life, or I never see you again. I don't even know what you look like if I wait 10 seconds.
And that's when I say, like, even for me, like, being a responsible armed citizen, I know how much of living hell I can bring down on you, bro. So I ain't about to really pop off. Like, okay, keep it. Like, I want to get to the store. I want to go home.
I want to go home. The goal is to get home.
The goal is to get home. Like, I don't have the financial, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever comes to after that 15 seconds of me unleashing hell on you, I got to pay for lawyers. You know,
going back and forth, jail.
Going back and forth, whatever that's going to be, man. So I would rather take the 10 seconds, back my car up, and keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
Keep it moving. Now, if I got
If
my
I gotta
kids in the
turn
car,
I'm especially if I got my kids in the car.
Right.
I'm not doing that, man.
right,
Like, if I got to back up and turn around and go around another block,
right.
so be it. What do I have to lose, though?
So funny
it's
story.
not a tough man contest.
So funny story.
Right.
Look, I got a brother-in-law. this dude, former NFL right tackle for the Detroit Lions.
He's a competitor.
6 whatever, 200-something pounds.
Right.
This dude got some road rage. Jumped out the car because somebody cut off whatever with my niece. Whatever's happened. He jumped out the car, about to go get that dude. I said, brother-in-law.
Niece in the car.
Niece in the car. But
Oh,
he
true.
you might, he went there.
Yeah,
You know, whatever. He mad because he like, listen, anything can happen, right? I dig it. But I'm just like, brother-in-law, something could have happened to you then when you lost you. Because you 6 black dude, 300 pounds, you aggressive.
No.
They could have been, he
As
could have
soon as
been,
they see you.
he's gonna match your energy with
Yeah,
his energy.
yeah.
He could have had a thumper on it.
Yeah,
So now
right,
what you gonna
right,
do? Now I lose you.
Right.
Now my sister lose a husband.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
Now my nephew lose a dad.
Everybody's affected.
Everybody's
Right.
affected because you jumped out. I said, listen, no.
No, that's a bad
Run him
decision.
over, no. Just, he got a big old Dodge truck. Just drive,
right,
you know what I'm saying? Do something else. But like 10 seconds, right?
10 seconds.
10
That's
seconds.
all. Just I'm not even trying. Like I teach conflict resolution every day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hold on. I want to see. This was fun. I asked Blood. I asked Tubi. I said, listen, man, you got your CPLs? No, man, I ain't got it. I'm thinking about it. He said, but I know me.
I know me.
I know me. And I'm
I'm-
like, what you mean? He like, man,
I'm shooting.
I'm
Shoot first. Ask questions.
I'm here all week, everybody.
I'll be here all
Right.
week.
I'm here all week, everybody.
I don't need that. I
But
don't need that.
but explain to me why you said that.
I fear getting to a fisticuff. Like I had a conversation with somebody like, somebody said something about somebody fighting, and man, I don't want to get into no like and be done kill somebody over what, dog? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even what was the question? Because I regress. My bad.
I asked you why. I said you got your
Oh, yeah,
CPL
I'm
license. You was
I'm
like,
shooting off
man,
top.
I'm shooting off top.
I'm talking because when I was younger, when I did have one, it was illegal, and this is a long time ago.
Yeah, everybody, long time
Right,
ago.
right.
Limitations is
Right.
fast and all that stuff. Long time. Shooting off top, like ain't no like, and then because that was in my neighborhood, that was the, and you would come back and they'll tell the story about, oh, you ain't shooting, and you're like, oh, that's what you do. Oh, okay, that's the norm. Like, okay, cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? But nah. So me knowing that, like, man, I ain't never after that. I never really went and got a weapon, or you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I'm afraid of like to put my hands on somebody. So I always want to talk my way out of it, and I'm able to talk. I'm able to articulate, and I teach the kids that. I said, we're not animals, right? You know what I'm saying? Animals don't have a brain, and they can't talk. So for them to fight is different. I can talk to you. So why, like, if I can articulate, and parents tell me all the time, oh, he was defending himself. It was self-defense. That was not self-defense. Self-defense is a bunch of dudes. I'm in the corner. I have nowhere else to go. He could have walked and and I always tell parents, and I tell kids this too. I tell my own kids this, man. It's not telling, man. Go let somebody know. Kids come to my office every day, dog. I say, Mr. Austion, we just coming to let you know that they about to fight in the bathroom. That ain't, here you go get something out of my office. I got candy, I got treats, I got everything in my office.
Yeah.
Go get something, man. That ain't telling, that's letting me know.
Right, because them kids can get themselves seriously hurt.
You can get hurt.
Right.
If I told her, I said, if you in there, and you all in recording the fight, you in here, in the bathroom, there's nobody in here, you hit your head on a porcelain sink, porcelain stall, and they recording it, who gonna give you CPR? They
Right.
don't know it.
Hey, that go back to training the neighborhood, bro, training the schools. And, you know, like, even in our culture, man, do you think our kids are, like, just cold to certain things? Like, look, you know, back in the day, if it was some
Yes.
chitty bang bang,
Yes.
I'm running. Me and the homies on the bike, we running to the hood. Like, where the cop about to raid? Where it is?
Yeah,
Where that?
yeah.
Like, our kids, like, when we came up, are we kind of cold to, like, these kids, these young kids, they out here, like, maybe one or two people had that thumper in the hood, but nah, the whole clique got the thumper.
It's unbelievable. Like, and they walk around with these jokes. Like, and dog, I went to this thing on our block on Puritan, man. Buddy had a strap on his
Man.
junk, like, and it was like he was walking around with it like it was like a fanny pack. But it was just, man, it's like
But see, some of them people trying to,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's an error, but they're trying to be cool. They trying to be, you know what I'm saying? They trying to be clicked up or whatever. But once again, they could be trying to protect themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not against the law.
But yeah, man, I think the phone and the social media has expedited everything. The thing that we learned way up here, they're learning way down here. They're learning that stuff a lot earlier, man.
Yeah,
it's way
that's the
earlier.
truth.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the school, so you'll probably be surprised at what your kids know. You think your kid a certain way. They are until they go
Right. Until you're
with,
not around.
and then you get around with a bunch of other kids that know a bunch of different stuff. You know what I'm saying? You can't control what somebody else learns at their household.
Right.
I did a function or a workshop at this it was like a daycare center or whatever, but they had like all different kids. So I went in there, I was talking about Erica's big day. And I asked one of the little dogs, I was like, I asked a question, y'all know what a firearm is? They was like, no. I was like, y'all know what a pew-pew is? He said, yeah, that's a gun. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, okay, you don't know the firearm, but you know what a pew-pew is.
Right.
You know what that is. Like, and I'm kind of mad to this day that I let my son play like GTA, Grand Theft Auto, because that game, even when I played, I was just like, this thing it's too much.
Yeah,
they learn, to me, they see what, they act out stuff in their head visually. And visually can be in their subconscious, and they can try.
You can't unsee it.
You can't unsee it and undo it. Like, oh, we got away with this. We did this. I think some of them video. I don't play Grand Theft Auto. I'm gonna Call of Duty, whatever, dude, Rainbow Six. But I was like, man, I'm mad. I let my son play Grand Theft Auto at a young age, bro. So I just thought some of that might have been like, okay, kids is looking at this and it's getting a bad impression, or just be cold to what's going on here in the hood. Because they see it on the game, then they go see it in the hood, like, oh, I seen it on Grand Theft Auto. My man laying there, head broke open, but you ain't giving no CPR, some help, but you just they taping it. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to
it's cold hearted. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like helping out.
Yeah. It's just like the phone changed the game. Like the social media changed the game. Like a lot of stuff that people go through and do is social media based. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times I don't say anything on social media that I wouldn't say to you, right? Like, and that's how I live by that, and I try to teach my son that. Like, I don't say nothing on there that I wouldn't say to you. So you're not gonna have pull up all this type of stuff. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying nothing greasy. I'm not talking because when I see you, it's gonna because you wouldn't say that to me if you saw me. You wouldn't. That's not what you would have said. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if I'm not gonna say it to you, I'm not gonna say it on there. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I think social media gives people an outlet to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and then also I think some
like
of the parenting at home, like you gotta talk to, like I try to talk to my son, like, look, what you see on Instagram, what you see on these games, and then I try to take my son out to train, like, look, it's not real. Like it can go left real quick, and then your life and our lives has changed within a second. But you got some of these parents that be like, nah, jump whoop them, woo, 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 woo. This, that, and the third to them.
I had that conversation all the time. Mom, listen, this school, this ain't the streets. So I understand you saying, you hit somebody, hit them, not in here. Because if they both go home, why my son can hit them first?
Now you got to take off work.
Right.
You got to sit, or whatever. Like, somebody else got to babysit. But what I'm saying is, teach them how to conflict resolution. Like, conflict resolution is a real thing. Like, my bad. Because when I see this every day, when we get to the bottom of it, what are you fighting for? I don't know, because she had told me, I said, if somebody, you don't even have a legitimate gripe, like, oh, he took my hand and he took my mashed potatoes and threw them in my face. It's never that. It's like so-and-so said that they think they want to fight.
Or it's on Facebook.
A lot of times they bring that
I said, listen, man, don't come to me.
On Twitter,
I don't listen.
And on Snapchat, they snap me this and and they bring it to the school.
Listen, I was coaching the Westside Broncos, right? And I used to get some said this on such. I said, listen, don't come to me talking what somebody said on Facebook or what somebody said on this. It ain't real.
It's not real.
It's not real.
Right.
Like, because again, for me, if I'm not going to say it to you, I'm not saying it on here.
Right.
Because when I see you, that's just me. When I see you, I'm going to hold you to that. Like,
right.
Exactly.
Hey, what's up? Now we got to, this is totally different. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I'm going to hold you to that. Like, 10 toes down or whatever it is they say. Like, I'm going to hold you to that. Like, I'm not for, so I don't say nothing crazy. I don't talk greasy. I heard somebody said, I posted the BMF Randy had got on the plane. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had
Shout out to Randy, BMF.
Right. BMF.
Hey, he gonna tell you a story about that. That's his homeboy. We got celebrity in the house. He was at all the little BMF thing. I was like, wait a minute. Go Be Great on Purpose about to make $1 million.
Right.
Get it.
So he had that thing. So I posted it. He had his Go Be Great on Purpose bag. They chartered the plane back. And I posted the video he posted. And somebody posted in there, you glorifying criminals. Now, I wanted to say something so bad. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't. Because I live by, you wouldn't say that to me if you saw me. And I'm not, what I'm saying is I stand on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you wouldn't say that to me if you saw me. And if you did, it'll be a conversation. And the conversation will be different. The tone will be different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you saying it like, you. But that's not going to be the same tone if we face to face. It's going to be like, oh, no, I didn't mean it like that. Right. What I was saying was, because text can be misinterpreted. So I didn't say nothing to it, but I just saw it and I wanted to respond so bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I just was like, no, that's not what I do.
Hey, man, I just found out, like, even coaching, man, I was in, I done been into many houses, spots, and traps, pulling kids out, going to practice, bro. Like, these kids got tethers on their ankles. These kids like 10, 11 years old. I'm in the trap house yanking these people out. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, where you at? I'm at the swoo. I go grab, okay, I gotta get locked and loaded, grab a thumper.
10, 11 with tethers on.
Yeah, 10, 11, 12 with tethers on them, man. I'm going into the spot, grab them out with the thumper. I'm like, look, man, that's my dude. Like, I'm like, look, that's my dude. Like, at that point, I'm all in with blood, right? That's my little dog. I got to get him out the situation. I got to take him to practice so he can better himself. So I'm like, whatever y'all want to do, we going to do. But that's my little dude. He up out of here. I didn't really care, but I just found out, man, if you give these kids love and hugs, that kind of break a lot of them barriers. Man. And then they start relating. They start opening up to you. They start kicking it to you. You start kicking it like, look, I'm like this. This is how I move.
Yeah.
Oh, coach, you got that thumper wumper, you got that stick on. Yeah, I'm legal.
They see you a human being.
Right, I'm
legal. They don't
legal.
see you as this like a lot of times we kind of come across like, but it really it's not like, and that's why I'm so relatable to the kids because I'm never on that. Right. Like they see me and I'm at their games. I'm at you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm cheering.
Go Be Great on Purpose.
I'm cheering like like I'm their family man. Parent like, who is that? That's our cousin. No, that's Mr. Austin. I'm in there hollering louder than the people. Like,
that boy clap, man. You don't know how dope that is just for a black man and for black. But do you get a lot of kids to come back to your school and hey, I appreciate what you did?
All the time. And what's tragic about my school is I've been there probably like 9, 10 years. We've lost 6 children. 6 dead at this school since I've been there. 6. That's
like while they were there, or did they like get older and pass?
Like the one he went there too recently. I don't know if y'all saw that Northwestern kid who passed away.
Who had the cardiac arrest?
Yeah.
Cardiac. He went to ours. Like it's been like 6. Some of them murdered. Some of them, he died like that. Swim, whatever. But it's been 6 since like that's traumatic, man.
Yeah, it is.
6 in one place, one school, to have 6 children. You know what I'm saying? Lose their lives, man. That's a lot, man. Like, and but you expect the people to keep pushing forward, but nobody comes around and asks the people, are they all right? Like, y'all straight? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just witnessed a bunch of kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, pass. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's a lot.
But see, that goes into that program like de-escalation. Mental health.
Yeah, mental health.
Having social workers or psychologists there to talk to the kids. Like, people need to get stuff off their chest. We can't always be like, we hardcore. We, especially black men, we prideful. Like, I'm aware of this. But at the same time, I could be killing my body by wearing this stress. You know what I'm saying? It's too stressful.
It's a picture always and ask like, who asked Superman, is he okay? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying I'm Superman and by any means, but at sometimes we are kind of like in that position where we are like these, you know what I'm saying? Like these superheroes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but who's asking us, are we okay? Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm at this age, dog, I'm going to keep it a buck. Man, I cry more than I've ever cried in my life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just told you about them kids coming, like, dog, I get teary-eyed when I hear them kids sing that song, or I hear a kid, I created a creed for our school. It's I Am Somebody. And when them kids sing that or say that creed every day, dog, like, I get teary-eyed, like, dog. Like, I'll be dead and gone, and they'll still be saying that. It'll be in them.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm dead serious. Like, I'll be dead and gone. I'll be
Right.
but they'll be giving that to somebody else, or it'll be some and each one teach one. Like Pac said, I might not be the person not be the person, but I'll be the person that sparked the brain. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
and that's the goal. Like, you know what I'm saying? To just to spark the brain for these kids, or spark the person that makes the change. You know what I'm saying? Like, we might not be able to be the people that make the change. You might not be the person that make the change with the gun, but the book will live forever. You know, I don't know if you understand that part, but the book will live forever. You know what I'm saying? But who's to say that that book touched the hands of somebody that take that and just, you understand what I'm saying? Like, so the fact that you did it,
Right.
you know, I did my part. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Shout out to my guy, the EDC guy, Ron, the author of the book. I was just the co-creator, brought the idea to him. But that's why I think the Pop Culture 223 podcast is so. That's why I wanted to do it. You know, I'm trying to get game back. People can listen, especially give people flowers that's out here doing major stuff, man. And like I said, I love the grind. I love Go Be Great on Purpose. My son was wearing it in football games.
Right.
And hoodies. And I'm like, you don't wear heavy metal lifestyle, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad that, you know what I'm saying, like the conflict de-escalation in the schools, you know what I'm saying, the mental health, and just giving, and I put that all into training because, like, CPR, like, kids need to know that because you never know what happened in the school, especially these kids are dropping out, you know, passing out, different things, but who knows, like, somebody can run up, like the kid at the Buffalo gang, and he got hit, and immediately started giving CPR, but they were trained. So just think about
what about a high school like Northwestern?
Well, somebody seen exactly what that was, start giving that dude CPR, start giving them air.
Yeah.
They peeped right there what was going on. So I think, like, the training, the de-escalation, the mental health, especially giving it into the schools, and that's why I think, like, you know, the gun, The Gun Owners of America posted that Joe Biden's gonna give out $231 million to prevention gun violence. But I'm just like, man, listen, let's come talk to Go Be Great on Purpose. You know what I'm saying? Let's come talk to people that's
Can I say this,
new era,
though?
that's in the hood. Let's go talk to Mars Teray. There's people in the hood.
Can I say this though? Like, if you can come with all that, these initiatives and all, but if I'm the gun toter, if I'm the drug dealer, and you don't give me an option to replace the funds that I'm making, what is the goal for me to put the gun down? What is the inspiration for me to put the drug down? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't say, oh, okay, we got this initiative and it's 230. It sounds good, but it never trickles down to me. I'm making $5,000 a week, and you want me to put the gun down, right? And you come to, oh, you can go to Tim Hortons and you can make $50. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta be able to. You gotta give me something that's tangible.
Options. You gotta give me
an option that's tangible to where, okay. I'll tell you what. You might not see it, but I got this HVAC company. You know what I'm saying? You might not be making 5,000, but you can make 500, and then in so many weeks or months, you can be making the 5,000. You gotta
Empire.
You gotta give me something. Like, you can't just say, "Oh, why are they doing that?" And that's crazy. That's a stupid.
I just don't think it's gonna make it to where it need to go. I just think it's gonna stay at the top.
That's why I'm saying
it ain't gonna trickle down.
Like, those funds be here, but it never gets to us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Or it got some loopholes to go through.
It's some
you
loopholes.
gotta have this. You gotta have that.
We don't really know how to do so that we can get it, and it's designed like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So for us to keep shooting and killing and murdering each other, you know what I'm saying? So again, they are the people who brought the guns to begin with.
You know, another thing I'm gonna talk about, because he was like, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna get one, but then he came in here like, man, I'm about to leave here and go get that thumb right now. But see, I guess that's what the pop culture hit him. That's what the Pop Culture 223 do. It make you want to level up a little bit.
Yeah. Information is king, right? To me, information is the new drug game.
Right.
If you can get information, success comes from revealed secrets, right?
Right.
People who are successful, somebody put them on something. You know what I'm saying?
Don't be scared to put people on, man.
Don't
Collaborations.
Right.
Collabo.
What did I have like when you I didn't know you from a can of paint. He asked, I mean, how you do that? But I wasn't like, oh, hold on, send me $60 and I'll tell you, go follow my so and so and become a subscriber and get on my Patreon.
It was love.
Like,
it was love.
Like give the game like it's gatekeepers and stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? You want to keep information, and that's weird to me. But
I did this. Look, and I told somebody, and I was like, "Listen, I'll be at the gun store waiting for us to come. I'll be sitting there just biting at the bit, like somebody please come ask me about this firearm,
man,
because I want to get game, but I don't want to just like walk up to you like I'm your fan, like I'm there, I'm your fan because I want you to be better.
And said,
I want you to train. I want you to get better at what you do. But I
asked you. I said, "What is that you got?" You said, "It's an M3 PCTC." Man, I don't know what that is, man.
Okay, so for everybody.
So
look.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, he said some stuff that I don't know.
Listen, two-man listen. So he asked me, "What you got on me?" So I have a M&P 2.0 compact.
And that's what he said. Like I'm supposed to know what that means.
so it's a Smith & Wesson, right? So it's a Smith & Wesson. I'm a Smith & Wesson dude. I just caught me a new Smith & Wesson 5-inch competitor, right? Mm-hmm. Now the competitor, it got it got some specialties pew, pew. On it, man. Like, it's a pew, so I use it for competition, man. So I was trying to put him on game, but that's why I'm here. Like, he want to ask me. That's but right. He also did say this, though, when we was talking to, like, off the air in a conversation. He did talk to his wife about getting something in the house, like a shotgun or something. So that lets me to believe, and then I'm going to ask you this, Dub, that lets me to believe, I mean, not believe, but knowing that he needed some other things of protection besides just him. You know what I'm saying? Like, a plan. Like, okay, let's get something in case he go to, like, level 3.
Right.
I can handle level 1 and level 2 conflicts because I'm a conflict resolution. You know, so I can talk it down. I'm a count to 10. I'm a count to 20. If it get past 20, chicka. Right. You know what I'm saying? We on and popping. Right. Yeah. So Dub, you know what I'm saying? Like, he said that because he don't carry, but now he thinking about it. But he's also thinking about getting a firearm in the house, so he taking responsibility. I know he gonna come and like, Kev, give me some training, whatever. Let's teach my family, teach everybody how to handle it properly. So what you think about that?
No, yeah, I actually, and I'm definitely on the same page with that, man. Because I mean, hell, I've been carrying probably at least for the past 10 years.
Oh wow!
But it's all been handguns, like because I was telling you before, like yesterday when we was on the phone, like at one point I had 6 guns. And I'm like, man, I got way too many guns.
Never. You
know what I'm saying? But the thing was, they was all handguns. I had like a revolver, and I would carry 2 at a time. I had my little 357 revolver. I carry that boy, and I'd have like on one hip, I'd have another handgun, whether it was a 9 or 40, whatever, on the other hip. Right now, I got a Glock 9. I keep it home.
Time.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just quick question. Where are you brothers going to war at?
Hey, let me see. Listen. This is funny. Listen, funny. Dub was like, he carried
7 on one hip and a 40 on the other.
Listen, Dub hit. Listen, he talking about it. I'm like, dang, they got more weapons than I got on.
Yeah, man.
So like, I carry a full arsenal on me, but it ain't 2. Like, he had me messed up. I'm like, damn, Doug carry more. I need to get with it.
So like, I see these guys with these what's this?
The drums, the drum clips. Yeah.
Where do we live? Like I watch the news from time to time in Detroit, and I just be like, yo, what is going on? But then when you see these on Instagram, and you see these guys with these drums on it, who are you going to like? What is?
But then you see them. And I don't know if you ever pay attention, and then maybe you dig down into this. The moment they start letting loose, that gun goes straight up in the air. So them bullets ain't going nowhere but over their head. They ain't hit because you got that. It's too much. And then I'll be like, y'all got.
It's for the look.
It really is. It's for the symbol of it.
Because if I know you got something, like they say you got a 100-round drum, I'm not carrying that much, but I'm gonna get to you immediately as fast as possible and as hard as possible. I got to get you out the way.
Yeah.
So you giving me,
and I think that's one of the things I always talk about. Like, and it's an open carry and like if I see you got a pistol, you're the first person I'm hitting.
Right.
What are you talking about? Like,
right.
It's not,
That's
like,
that's the flip side of it.
CCW is the part that keeps it like, oh, you ain't even know. I watched one recently where I think she was a police officer. I don't know, it was Chicago.
Yeah, I seen that.
Where she was hitting Buddy.
Right.
He tried to rob her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And she like, yo, stupid. And she popping him. Like, you know,
And then she put it in the head like, I told you.
I told you, stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, quit trying to, you know, because he ain't know.
Right.
But if he see her off top with it just in a holster and
he might have he might have took another angle or another approach to it, but he might have just walked off like this because it's too hard.
It's too hard. Like,
it's too hard.
I might.
I can overpower if she ain't got nothing.
But if I got one, you got one. You don't know I got one. I see yours. You the first person let me get that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you know what I'm saying? Because you're showing it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're showing your hand.
So look, let's hear his answer.
Yeah. But now to going back to the point what we were saying about the shotguns and stuff, I had a lot of handguns and everything, but when you think about home defense, everything I've been reading is that shotguns are the best thing to have for home defense because of the buckshots, they spread the rounds and everything
It's
like that.
The sound.
The universal sound.
We out.
Exactly.
The universal sound.
Because I was even looking at, you know what I'm saying, the rifles and shit, like the M&Ps, the 5.56 and all that. ARs. And I'm like, even those, you still got to you can shoot a lot of rounds, but you got to be accurate and stuff like that.
Right, because depending on what you're shooting, it could go through the house, whatever. Right?
Exactly. But that 12 gauge, boy, that you know what I'm saying? You get that going, and then if you do have to release that, boy, man, the sound from it, the way it releases the pellets and everything, it's the best thing to have for home defense. I'm like, I never did get a shotgun. I'm like, I do need to get a shotgun.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, some people will argue that the rifles are.
We can just walk in the store today and go get that.
Yeah, because you don't need a concealed license to go buy a shotgun. You just need to be 18, I believe. I don't even think you need to be 21.
Right.
All right. Let's see one of those this weekend.
But the other point to that is, and it's kind of like, I think a lot of people had that mentality, like you just said, even with handguns, because you can just get a permit to go buy a handgun without having a CPL license.
Purchase permit, yeah.
For all the people that just go buy guns, get the proper training. You know what I'm saying? Go holler at Brown, go holler at KJ. Get the proper training so you know how to handle it.
Trained, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Them guys come from right here. Man.
And then it's like, of course, I go to the range, I shoot, But man, they doing that next level advanced stuff where clearing houses, knowing how to go through rooms and all that other kind of stuff, active shooter situations, like that's all the stuff you really need. Yeah. And that's stuff they provide, man. So yeah, shout out to y'all for that. For sure.
And people, hey man, you trying to change the narrative. I'm trying to change the narrative. People like, man, what you doing? Like, I'd be not ashamed, but I'm like, they be like, what you doing today? I don't want to tell them I'm about to go out here and shoot a 2-gun match to the homie. Like, what? Like you saying, like, where you about to go to war at?
Right.
Like, even though
what's a 2-gun match, by the way?
I don't even know what that is.
So look,
layman term, people.
So I guess it's more of a, because I come from the sports world, right? Competition. So me competing was more of a relaxation for me. It was something that I could go out. If I'm stressed, I can go shoot. I can go have fun with the crew, or it was just like a relaxation. It's not. Although we out there going chitty chitty bang bang and all the noise, I'm comfortable out there. I'm cool out there. I can forget about what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm calm, collect, and I'm out there just having fun. So it's more of a stress release for me, and competing and training. Right. But a 2-gun match is where you go. It's like a competition, man. So you competing with a rifle and a handgun on different stages, and you use them depending on what the stage require. You shoot your rifle, and then you can transition to your handgun. So it's called a 2-gun match. They have other matches. It's called 3-gun matches, and that's a shotgun, a rifle, and a handgun. I haven't got into that. I just go do the axe matches, which is a 2-gun. It's called a multi-gun competition, but basically we just using handguns and rifles.
Oh wow! And you out in the field, like what's it called? You go play when you shoot the pellets and all that.
Paintball.
Oh, paintball.
Yeah. We shoot. Yeah, we shoot
real.
We shoot real. Pew pew. We out there doing real stuff.
Yeah,
it's fun. Like I took the bear out there. He was like, man, this is what I'm talking about. I'm trying to get into this. And,
I'm sure that's one of them things. Once you do it, it's no looking back. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's like once you go down the rabbit hole, and I tell people, look, once you go down this firearm rabbit hole, it's more responsibility. Right. Let me show you everything. Let me open your eyes to everything possible, so you can gather what you said again. Information is king. Let me give you as much information as possible about what you're about to do, so you can get a real, you can get a real
accurate understanding. Yeah.
Like a CPL class, you go there for 8 hours, whatever they're doing. You go in the range, you shoot. You like, okay, cool. This is what it is. But when you leave there, you may still be uncomfortable with the firearm. You may still be like, okay, I need some more training, and that's what me and the Bear Ryan do. We do CPL classes. I can get you hooked up with some advanced classes. I know a bunch of we do them. We gonna start doing them, and a bunch of other companies that I know. DMI Performance is one. My man Jeff, he's the owner and lead instructor of DMI Performance, and he has a lot of curriculum, man, with a lot of classes that you can jump in and have some fun with. So, anybody want some game or want to know where to go for some training, that's definitely one of the people. Just get at me, man, and I can give you some definitely some good information where to go.
Yes, sir.
So that was funny. He was like, "Man, what are y'all training for?" Hey, man, they shooting aliens down over Lake Huron. What you mean what I'm training for?
You never know. Like
aliens is coming.
I think it's better to be prepared than not be prepared. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, my wife is like, "Well, how much ammo do you need?" So I call her homies and I put them on speakerphone. I say, "Look, my wife asked me how much ammo I need, and my homeboy said all of it." All of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all of it. I'm just like, what's gonna happen when Thanos come out them clouds? You gonna be like, babe, how much ammo we got?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What we about to do?
Pass me one of them.
Pass me that 1,000. Look, when Thanos come about them clouds, what you gonna do, man? I'm just like, look, listen. The world is getting crazy. So It's crazy. So, like I said, like situations like my brother had the road race. You never know what another person is willing to do. You don't know what they own. You don't know what level.
Yeah.
You don't know what level they on to. You know what I'm saying? Like my man, and I'm not gonna get too much into it, but like the Michigan State situation, right? The active shooter. Now they had pulled dude. They caught him a bunch of times. Not caught him, but he's been arrested. Was on probation. And they be like, well, we need to get stricter gun laws. Like, yeah, we get it. You know what I'm saying? You want to keep the campus safe, but, having people on the campus that's carrying will also keep the campus safe.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I ain't going to get too deep into that, but that was an unfortunate situation. Yeah. Like, bad people going to do bad stuff. Right. Regardless of whatever. If you're an evil person and you want to do some bad stuff, you're going to find a way. Right. Either be a bat, a knife, a screwdriver, or whatever.
Bow and arrows.
Something. If you want to do damage,
yeah,
you're going to do damage. If somebody want to come to if evil want to come to your front door or not, it's going to come to your front door or not. Right. So how are you prepared? You can't say, oh, now I'm not about to open this door, or no, we gonna get to it. So let me have the ability to defend myself and get to it if I need to.
Right.
The best way I know how.
You know what's funny? Like, you get all these school shootings, like, in the hood. I never, that was far from what I thought. Yeah. We had people waiting outside. Like, the homies wouldn't come into school to get you. They would be waiting outside the school, like, oh, we about to get buddy. Yeah. Right. And then we hit that door, we shoot down Finkel. Yeah. Like, we get to the hood, it's over. Yeah. They ain't about to follow us to the hood. Like, they weren't about to come up into the school. No, that's a safe place. Like, you would have never thought we got here. Right. You know what I'm saying? We never would have thought it would come to this. I'm just like, I never thought about these kids running up in the school, especially this middle schools I went to, like high school. I mean, not high school, but middle school. Like, no, that wouldn't have happened. Right. But
no. Nowadays, though, like, people are willing to take chances on. Like you said, I don't know what people are on. Like, mental health is a real thing. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we have to teach that in our community. For so long, it wasn't like it was frowned upon. Oh, you go see somebody. You go crazy. They crazy. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. But now it's like, it's not. Like, I talk to parents all the time. Like, let them talk to the social worker. Let them talk to. Yeah. Let this person talk to this person. And when you talk to them, they'll be able to get to a lot of stuff that we have. We have these trauma-informed professional developments, right? Where people are some things are trauma-filled. A lot of stuff isn't it's from your childhood. It's a trauma that's triggered right? You know what I'm saying? When somebody does something to you, it's not that they did something to you. It's a childhood trauma that is triggered. Like somebody done did something. It might be an uncle or aunt, somebody done touched you or whatever the case may be. But it's trauma. It's trauma filled. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times we have to understand that you gotta address those traumas. If you don't address those traumas, you try to act like they never. Oh, it's just normal. That's just Uncle so and so. Everybody know he touched the kids. No, that's not okay. That's not like you know what I'm saying. So many families and so many people that's been passed along for so long that's okay that this person has been doing this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying. So a lot of trauma and people are like affected by it.
Right. Right. Yeah, man. Mental health is definitely a big thing, man.
Yeah.
And we gotta come up with some resolution, some programs to combat it, to make people better. And you know, back in the, you know, like even with my son or whatever, everybody got kids. I say, look, go talk to Uncle Foot, go talk to Uncle Les, go talk to this.
Right.
Now that's kind of like I just don't want him to hear it from me all the time.
Right.
I want to hear it from somebody else. So that's kind of like using a different aspect from somebody else, so they can get it. It's a different voice. But I want to ask you this. So look, I need that "Go Be Great on Purpose" speech right quick. I need you to get that dig dirty. Go be great on purpose.
You put me on the spot.
Hey, listen, man. I watch this dude. It's called, what is his name? I am George White, the speaker.
Man. Yeah. I like Buddy.
Bruh.
Yeah, I like him.
I'm like, hey, go be great on purpose. Go holler at talk, George.
Yeah,
I'm like, hey, go be great on purpose. Talk that talk.
You know, damn, you put me on the spiz.
But hold on, before you get into that, look. So let people know. Let me give you a couple seconds. Look, so let people know where they can find you at and follow you at.
On my Instagram is at Go Be Great on Purpose or at Ronnie Austion. That's AUSTION 28. I'm
gonna get that information. I'm gonna post it.
Shoot that right.
I'm gonna shoot that.
I'm saying that it's supposed to go at the bottom, like
I'm gonna do it.
Go Be Great
sexy.
on Purpose.
So look, this my thing.
Go Be Great on Purpose. You can get it. The shirts. You see these nice shirts these gentlemen got on, and you know what I'm saying. Like you can get all that stuff at gobegreatonpurpose.com.
Look, I'm always gonna have heavy around me somewhere, baby. I'm always gonna be heavy somewhere, baby.
Heavy metal, you know.
So look, man, my thing is apply pressure, right? I'm like, look, don't get put in the box. You get put in the box, apply pressure to that box bust, right?
Right.
To them edges bust. So go apply pressure. So I'm trying to apply pressure to the game, man. To the game of podcast and to my life. I'm just trying to apply that pressure. So everybody know what it is I do and what we trying to do. Yeah, so what does that go be great on purpose?
I guess like I said before, like the pressure that I'm applying is nothing bothers me. People don't like, you know, this what about this and what about that don't bother me because what's for me is for me. You know what I'm saying? Like what God got for me is for me. The same vision that God gave me, He'll give me the same customers to come buy the stuff that I'm selling, right? So people are like, what about this company? What about I don't get into that. I'll be happy for people. I see you asked me about the Detroit versus everybody in the Gucci. I'm like this. I'm in it like, yeah.
Right. I wish I could afford it.
Like, I'm getting it. Like, right. Yeah. I'm like, oh, got it. But that's not me. That's not my vision is this. I'm in my own lane. I'm like a horse with them blinders on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I got tunnel vision. Because what's for me is for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like even when I do the shows and pop, people are like, I already got somebody that's doing. I'm not that. I don't care what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because what's for me is for me. I can go anywhere. Ain't nowhere I can't go. There's a lot of places that people can't go that I can go. Like there's no place that Go Be Great on Purpose can't go. I can go in every school across the country. I can go in every church. I can go to every gym. I can go in every club. I can go in anywhere. Name me somewhere I can't go. Where you can't say Go Be Great on Purpose at.
Hey, listen, I'm ready to do a collabo because I want to go to the range with my pop culture.
I'm going to the range, and guess what? You want to who the greatest shooter? Who's the
Heavy Metal Lifestyle 223?
Who's the best shooter in here? What shooter was
John Wickett
being great on purpose? What shooter was in here being? You understand what I'm saying? So like for me, again, it's not about me. Like I'm removing myself. I'm just a vessel.
Like, man, you can go to corporate jobs with this. You know what I'm saying? You can go to any sports team. Yeah, this is.
Have you ever thought about creating a foundation called Go Be Great on Purpose?
No, because I'm for profit. No need for me to sugarcoat it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because people get to the money. Because money changes things.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? When people are non-profit and you should do it. No, it ain't. Because the people who got the money change stuff. The reason education can't be changed because the people at the top got the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you got money, I'm able to do different things.
231 million.
At the top.
I need it.
Trickle down. Guess what? We're going to get 233,000. Oh, we got this grant for 233,000 for guns. And it's spread between 157, you know what I'm saying, organizations.
Right.
Come on, man. Like, the money is the money. Like, people are, it ain't all about money. It is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was watching Kanye on the Breakfast Club and on there with Sway and he, Kanye, we always talk about money because it's about the money. Because he's seen stuff we ain't seen. And people mad, like, oh, he's crazy. No, he not. He's seen stuff we ain't seen.
Right.
And people don't understand that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think one of the things I always talk about, like, and I mentioned him, and it's ironic that I mentioned him. He say about ego on the song Ego. He say, I could have let them dream killers kill my self-esteem or use the arrogance as esteem to power my dreams. You just got talked about how we kind of get dormant and get complacent in our. We'll kind of like, damn, because people are kind of poop on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't really doing yours.
Or they waiting for you to pop to jump on.
They'll wait for you.
You didn't did all the hard work.
And then once it get, then they be like, oh yeah, that's my man.
That gatekeeper.
Yeah,
that gatekeeper.
They wait. I like to call them waiting supporters. They wait.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I love that.
They waiting on you. Like, you know what I'm saying? So because they don't want to say nothing against you because then
they don't know.
They don't know. It's kind of like, yeah, I don't know.
But you peeped them out. Them mistakes.
Yeah, because when you messed up, you know who was there. Like, if any, like, you know your wife, you know if anybody know, like, who was there for me when I really ain't really have it. When I ain't really have it, I know who was there for me. You know what I'm saying? So when I got 100 million, guess what? I'm coming right back here.
Pop Culture 2-3 podcast. He
right. I'm coming right back here, like, dog, like with the whole entourage, and there might be 70 bodyguards. But guess what? I'm not.
They got that whoop whoop on.
But I'm still coming right back here. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause
I dig it, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we always gotta be. I'm always grounded. Like, I treat the doorman like I treat the chairman. You know what I'm saying? My grandmama used to tell me, she said, watch the watch the toes you step on because it might be attached to the same ass you got to kiss. That's like the most powerful thing I ever heard. Because you don't poop on people.
Right? Yeah, I'm all for building relationships, man, and not really, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather just, if it's going to mess our relationship as a friend, I'm rather not just go into business. I'm real big on relationships and not breaking bridges. Yeah. Now, if I mess with you, I mess with you. If I don't, I don't. I peep gang, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of.
You just don't vibe with.
And then, you know, coming from where we come from, you kind of like, I dig blood. I get what vibe he on. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm just real.
We're able to be able to, what they do in the hospital when they bring you in, we able to triage.
Triage, yeah.
We able to triage, and people don't like that's a word that we don't really use. I use it a lot. Like, we able to triage people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sending them over there, send them over there, send them over there. Like, you know what I'm saying? We able to do that. You know what I'm saying? And I keep you arm's length. That's my man.
Right
over here, you know what I'm saying? These people over here, I just keep them like, I don't really.
They be like, dog, why you so quiet? I'm just listening. I'm listening.
Right. I'm just observing it.
I'm observing these cats. Like, I'm listening.
Like,
I
dig it. I seen you over there with them laughing at you. They, how you was keying and you was every. But you get over here and you just quiet. Just listen. I don't really rock with y'all like that.
Yep.
That's what it is.
Listen.
I can't say that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I don't really want to be rude.
I got a dog today. He'll just laugh at you. I don't care what you saying. He just gonna laugh at you. Like, all right. Yeah. And then that, like, it's like, oh, here we go. he about to turn on him. You know, just like, all right, I dig it.
You know, like, and it's funny because on my way here, my sister called me, and she was like, I want you to come do this, and I like she always putting me on something. You should do this, and you should do that, and you come be at this, and be. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we don't have to talk to each other for weeks, months at a time.
My sister called you too? Dog.
But you know how that go. Like, when you got people that's like that, you don't got to talk to them every day.
Right.
But when you talk to them, it's like y'all ain't missed a beat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, she sent me something talking about manifesting. Like, and that's what I believe in that. Like, oh, let me say this before I go. And I'll try to put people on stuff like people, like, you know, you have this perception of people, I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
in the morning when I'm in my son, I take him to school in the morning, and I listen to books every morning.
Right.
I used to listen to books. No, I'm not either. I listen to books in the morning. Like I probably this is probably like halfway through the month. I probably listened to 10 books this morning. This month.
Okay.
Right? Because in the morning your brain is peaking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
right.
like my brain is on 1,000 watts in the morning. So I'm listening to books in the morning. Like, and we got this young lady that ride to school with us. I know she get in the car and be like, "What is dog on?" Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is Buddy? This is Buddy.
Right.
Buddy's a flat weirdo. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm listening to all these books in the morning. On the way home, when my brain is fried, yeah, I'm listening to music. Now I can get into the music, but in the morning, there's no way I'm wasting my brain juice on listening to listening to these radio stations talk about this foolishness. But I'm listening to, like, man, I've listened. I've like in the last 2 months. Let's just say this year, I probably listened to 25 books. And I'm not big on reading, like physically sitting here reading it. But if I can listen to it on the way, you know what I'm saying, on the way into work, on the way, you know what I'm saying, wherever I'm going, then you know, if somebody can see that or somebody else can use that information and feed off that, then so be it.
Right.
All right, man. Like I said, you let everybody know where they can get at you at. They can go be great on purpose. Go follow him, man, on Instagram. I'm gonna post it up in the descriptions, man. But that's what Pop Culture 223 is about, man. Giving game to the ones that want it and training the people that need it. Man, so we about to get up out of here, man. I want to thank Ronnie, 2 men to come out, man.
Sure.
For episode 3, man, for having it. I want to thank Doug on the ones and twos. I think he's doing a little bit better job.
I don't know. Yeah, you know.
That boy good. Let me hear it one more time before we go.
Yes, sir.
Randy Watson.
That boy good.
That boy is good.
That boy is good. All right, man. So we out. End of the show. Peace. Go follow Pop Culture 223 on all podcasts, website platforms. The Instagram is Pop Culture 223. And I'm gonna get the Facebook up and popping. So just go follow us. We need you. We need you to follow. We need you to share. We need you to do whatever. So that's it. We out.
Yeah.
Go be great on purpose. Peace.